Now, after all the details are coming out, and there have been some details, things are looking crazier and crazier. And you already got one goofy motherfucker from Toronto, but he make hit songs. We don't need two. Okay? Tory Lanez want to be Tupac. Let him go over there in Toronto and be Tupac. Let him run around in the streets of Toronto talking about he Pac. He gonna get the whole experience when they lock his stupid self up. Pac never shot no woman in the foot 2 times. Now, by now, you've seen Megan's statement and said that the reports was wrong. I didn't cut my foot on some glass. I was shot in the foot twice. And they're going to make it look like an accidental shooting, possibly, because apparently, according to the police, the statement she gave at first was that she cut it on glass. Like, they got the statement from her. Now, all of that has changed to a shooting. The vehicle was found to have a gun in it. There was broken glass at the scene of the crime or the incident. Cops were called. This is Hollywood Hills, California, ladies and gentlemen. This is the no mess around area, but everybody seems to be getting their crime on in Hollywood Hills lately. So, it is what it is. Now, as the way I look at it, things are a little different. Because I know Jay is mad now. But she had bodyguards. Megan got a security team. Where the hell were they? Oh, we know why. Because she gave them the night off. Because she thought she was with somebody that was out to protect her. She didn't know she was dealing with a mentally unstable person who doesn't have his own identity. Who happens to be a professional foot shooter. We know what's going to happen here. He going to talk this down to an accidental shooting. Gun went off. He going to pay a fine. I think they should deport his butt back to Canada. Let's see how well his live streams do now. His quarantine radio show. Now you got something to really talk about on quarantine radio, don't you? But I know you ain't gonna be talking now. That mouth gonna be sealed shut. Then you got one of her current managers, I guess, gonna send a threatening tweet to Tory Lanez like, yeah, you know what time it is and all that stuff. I'm like, oh man, really? Now you want to get tough? Wow, people get tough after the fact, huh? Now the what's that? The bodyguard, who people was like, what the heck happened to the bodyguard? Right? He goes, if you know me and you know her well enough, not only do you know I wasn't physically present during Sunday morning events, but you know why. If you don't know me or her well enough, she good. I'm here now. And she'll never step foot outside without me, plus some Negroes who don't aim at feet present. So, it's three people in the car. She said she was going home. I guess the other person was a female. The only male in the car was Tory Lanez. That we do know. So the manager, who sent a tweet directly to Tory Lanez, letting him know that he's gonna tell him what time it is, or he know what's coming. And then there's the bodyguard, who talking about Negroes who don't aim at feet present. So we can still assume, right? Let's all assume, maybe, just maybe, it was somebody else he was talking to. But I don't think so. We don't know what the girl in the car was going to say or do. We still don't know. But it is what it is. Feel me? All right. Well, what could I tell you? This has been a crazy ordeal. But if Megan was with Jay Prince's side and over there with them with Carl, would this incident have happened like this? If this would have happened like this, Tory Lanez would have been on the first thing to Canada, and we wouldn't have seen his butt since. He would not been able to pop his head up anywhere and felt comfortable. That's protection. So, anyhow, I'm sick of the subject. I really am. I'm already exhausted of it. You know why? Because people are taking it and going crazy with it and trying to make a conspiracy theory about it. Like, I think Tory was jealous because she was calling another man and all this, and he really deep down, he got sensitivity problems. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about, woman? Tory Lane has an identity crisis. That's what he suffered from. 1 minute he Drake. 1 minute he Travis Scott. 1 minute he Tupac. He want to be everybody else. But who is Tory Lanez? He's that guy from, what's that movie, Split? He that guy. We almost had you, bro. All those personalities in one. My thing is, at the end of the day, the courts will deal with the situation. They'll be the one to pass out the punishment. So all the tough talk from all the people who want to get tough when the situation is over, who could have prevented something had they been there, it's unnecessary. It's all unnecessary. So sending threats on the internet is stupid. Um, Talking tough on an Instagram post is stupid because the time to be tough was then. If you are guarding the president and you're not there and the president gets shot, you don't talk tough. You weren't there. If I was there, you know what would have happened? I would have caught the bullet with my teeth. You know, stuff like that. Like, dude, look, everybody could talk like Superman and He-Man now, but you weren't there. You know what I'm saying? You weren't there. So because you weren't there, you don't know. Now let's get some other things in perspective. You said you wanted to go and do some things with Tory Lanez, and why can't you have people over? And you're tired of people thinking every time y'all see Megan with a guy, oh, she must be sleeping with him. Why can't we just be turned up? First off, because you're on Instagram Live, chatting with fans, that ain't turned. Or I guess that's turned up or whatever. I don't know. Why can't you just be chilling with friends and turned up? Well, this is what chilling with friends and being turned up gets you. Popped in the doggone foot. And this is just like a hood story I told. Where a goofy girl got shot in the foot. Dude threatening her with a gun, aiming it at her foot, telling her she couldn't leave. And the gun went off. And the bullet hit the ground. It didn't hit her in the foot. The bullet hit the ground and shattered into pieces. And the fragment went in her foot. So it's very similar to my hood story. So I guess this happens in the hood very often. But you see, Jay-Z ain't talking, but he gonna probably do the most damage. Tory Lanez gonna probably get a cup of water in Hollywood by the time this is done. He be like, but my name's on the reservations. No, it's not. Wow, how isn't it? I called and made the reservation through my manager. Your manager's name is on here. He can come in, but anybody named Tory Lanez can't come anywhere on this block. That's all the nightclubs. Yeah, well, sorry. Yeah, you kind of been blacklisted. So he ain't gonna be nowhere around Jay. I can tell you that now. He's really screwed up. But she wanted to be turned with no security hanging out with that dude, and sometimes you get what you get. Anyway, I'm out. I'm gonna leave 4 videos up there. Y'all can check it out in case y'all didn't see it, because a lot of y'all didn't get any notifications yesterday. Hopefully we rectified that problem. Don't forget to donate to the page. The Cash App is Carceno, Karceno. Or you can click the link in the description box and hit up the Streamlab if you guys got that. You can hit the like button, of course, that's free. And don't forget to subscribe to the page if you're new here, and I'm out.